Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back to another Wasted Again in FritzyVille. This is a monthly series that I do where I pull out select things from my makeup collection. I use them for 30 days and then I come back and switch out the basket for you and talk to you about the products I used over 30 days, whether or not I still like them or hate them, or if my opinion has changed any, and bring new products in. So that's what we're doing today, is we're going to pass the baton, so to speak, from the products I used last month to the new ones that are coming in this month. And if you're up for that, then just keep watching. I want to open up today and let you guys know that this is going to be a week where I have one video. This is the Ulta primer and it's leaving. And here's what I learned. It is a good primer. It holds onto your eyeshadows very nicely. You can blend on top of it and stuff, but I did notice the shadows don't show up as well. And I didn't know this until I got in to do the St. Patrick's look. When I did that, I was using palettes I'm very schooled in, and I was like, Mantis is not going on like it usually does. It's just dumbed down a little bit. So if you want to get this primer, that's good. That's good. It's a nice inexpensive primer that does what it's supposed to, but you might have to apply your shadow more to get the same pigmentation that you would with, say, the one I'm bringing in, which is this. You guys are probably so tired of hearing about the Sigma eyeshadow primer stick. And just let me say, I am an affiliate of Sigma. You probably know that because I have a brush set. Yes, it's the GlitzyFritzy Essential brush set. Yeah. You probably already knew that, so I do earn some commission if you purchase their products using my links. I snuck this one in on you guys because one of you asked me a question about it, so it wasn't part of the FritzyVille basket, but I brought it in and used it for a little bit. It's a plumper, a new plumper from Maybelline called Lifter, and I like the regular gloss. But this, it's a plumper that is hot. See the chili pepper on there? I did use it more than once in here, just like right here after I realized that I don't like hot all over my mouth. And it does plump up your lips a little bit. I'm gonna bring in my City Beauty plumpers because if you're hunting a plumper that will work, that's not got a tingle, not got a mint, not got anything that you can really feel, I think that the City Beauty ones do that. And they're having a sale, by the way. I'll put the stuff in the description box because City Beauty ain't cheap, but I do love their stuff. So I'm gonna put that on as part of my prep. This one is something I love. It's the pink nude. I'm gonna bring that one in for sure to the basket also. I'm also gonna make a change in that I told you guys in the last video that I did, or makeup related video anyway, that I was going to put this in the basket and use it for 30 days. And then a couple of you said, you don't have to do that. Why spend 30 days with something you don't like? And you know you're right. I don't need to spend 30 days with this. It's not going to change my opinion because my opinion is I don't like this formula. Because I don't like the formula, I'm not going to use this because it will not play nice with the Blessed palette, which of course is going to stay in here. Sydney Grace has agreed to sell My Savior as a single for me. I thought, my gosh, guys, if you use this palette like I do, you're probably going to run out of My Savior. So you can get that, and I'll provide a link to the shade, okay? Because they have it listed, like the search doesn't pull up if you put My Savior in. Because I asked Heather, I'm like, where is it? I told people it was going to be for sale and I can't find it. She had Laura send me the link to it. It's listed under brown eyeshadows. But in any case, I have found out since I did this video that we're not supposed to be, this comes from you guys, that you read the box or something, which I should have done. All right, but like I said, when I bought this, I thought it was her normal stuff. You're not supposed to be putting these on your eyes? Didn't know. That takes out the matte, and I don't like the eyeshadows. I'm already groaning about having to use them. And for those who have said, take that back, I would love to. But dummy me threw away the box and everything in it because I just knew that I was going to love this. And I bought it directly from Natasha Denona's website, so it's not like I can just walk in the Sephora and return it. So I'm stuck with this, and it's definitely not my favorite Natasha Denona. It's going in the drawer. What was in the basket was, of course, my Blessed palette, which you know I use. And also this. I love this little thing. This is going back in the drawer now, even though I kind of want to keep playing with it. It's got to go back in the drawer so that we can make way for something else. Also, I had this in there. This was sent to me by one of you. It is a collector's thing now because you can't really buy this anymore. It's discontinued. My favorite shades in there are all the purples and that. I enjoyed using this, putting it away. I think I will bring in this Tom Ford one. I don't get in this drawer very much, and I should. This one is Virgin Orchid, so I'm going to use that. And, you know, this is brand new, so we're going into spring, and I thought I might play a little bit with this Dreamgaze, and I can let you know then in a favorites whether or not I like this or whatnot. They're typically not my colors. I don't enjoy pastels very much, but I'll give this a whirl. This is heavily inspired by the Natasha Denona pastel palette. Let's just bring that in just to see so I can report on it. And today we're going to go ahead and use the Tom Ford. You can totally use them little brushes that are in there. They're absolutely functional. And with this kind of a formula, this luxury kind of formula, you really kind of don't need brushes, but I'll just grab one here. You can just totally pat these across. You're kind of done, right? So I'm going to take this one here and pat it like right there. It deepens it up. See what I mean? Okay, that's done. Let's take this one right here with my finger and just going to like do this little number here. And I feel like I have my look. So the eyeliners that were in the box all month were the Sephora in Coconut, the Lancome in Chocolat. This is their L'Estilo. I like to use this one on the lower lash down here and then just kind of smear it out. But I only used it a couple of times. This one though, you can see is considerably shorter because I use a black eyeliner in my tight line to darken my lashes. And this gets used a lot. These days, I really do like doing that. I like using Coconut. I need to sharpen it really quick, but I like to use it to put in my waterline. Lately, I'm just liking that look, so I am gonna run it down here again, and then we'll keep this in here. Then I'm gonna bring in two recent purchases because I just wanna know, spend 30 days with them and find out, do I still really love them, or was it just I fell in love with it the first time, but you know, you use it a few times and you don't really love it, and that would be my MAC Feline. Still creamy. Not as creamy as the next one though. I mean, don't get me wrong, Feline is very creamy, but it's not as creamy as this one here, which is Lisa Eldridge's eyeliner pencil. I have it in Ground Coffee. When you get that dark of a brown, sorta kinda looks black anyway to me. I should have put this in first because it's gonna transfer a little tiny bit down there into the Sephora liner, but we'll just forgive me because I'm fritzy like that. I'm just gonna take and bring a little bit here, just for the sake of using it on top of my lid. This is so creamy that I think that if you have lids that are a little bumpy because of the skin wrinkling, I think that you would like this liner because you can just pat it across. Let's go ahead and do my brows now. So something weird happened. I added to the basket. When I first said this, I was gonna bring in my 24-hour brow setter from Benefit, which for years I have been telling you about, and the Benefit Fluff Up or something. It's their wax. When I got one from trial, I don't remember what the problem was. I think it was dried up, but it might have been that it was gunking on too much. And in a different video, I had tried this. I kind of have to eat my words here a little bit. I gave this too quick of a pass. This is the Too Faced Fluff and Hold. Now, this started behaving in a way I didn't like, gunking on too much, and really it wasn't giving me the hold I thought I remembered. And that's what I love about this, is the hold. And I'm like, you know, if this had more hold, I could see me using it more with specific kinds of brow products. I'd still like this for a pencil, but if I'm gonna use a pen, which I had one in here, it was the NYX. I really kind of prefer doing it over a wax, and I but not this one. So I thought, well, I did that one day and I loved it. So what was the problem? Well, it was this. So I brought this back in. So now I have to eat my words and tell you that I really do prefer when it comes to a wax for laminating this to this. That's the opposite of what I said before. And that's why we have to use our products for a period of time instead of just like one time, because your opinion could change when you use it more. Now, I do think it's disgusting that I keep having to wipe it off, but I push it back down in there. And you know, what I've been doing is just kind of coming up and lightly bringing this through. And this does have hold. This will hold. In fact, sometimes I use it on my hair right here to hold it in place. This is another undeclared item. I just used it a couple of times, and that was to test the Ulta one to see, and I feel like the Ulta one dupes this. So what we're gonna do is, this is gonna stay in the bag, because I always have one, and I'm keeping this in here as well, but these are going back. The pencils I was using was the Kosas Brow Pop Nano. This is what's left. I've run it all the way up, so it is almost gone. And because of that, I think I'm going to keep it in here so that I can use it up along with this, because I really did enjoy using that with the wax. But I want to bring this Sigma powder in. I haven't used it in a little bit. It's one of my 3 favorites. I like this, I like the e.l.f., I like the Sydney Grace. So I want to come back to this and see which one do I actually prefer. Now, I have worn the Sigma off the front of it, but trust me, this is Sigma's, and I think I'll use it today. I like how fast you can do a brow with powder. Now that I've got some color blocked in there, I can help define that a little bit with a pen. There's a few things that always stay, and this is one of them. It's my YSL Radiance Concealer Pen, and I use it to clean up my brows. The other day, when I did my new makeup thing, I opened another mascara, and Amanda, hi Amanda, Amanda put in the comments of that video how many mascaras she had open and what they were, and then asked me to do the same. The bag was in here, and I'm like, I can't, I'll show it in this video. So here we go, this is it. So I told her I would list it, what they are. Let's put them down, because usually I just show it to you and say, I got all these mascaras open, and then I'll list it, you know, below the video, but I don't actually say what it is. So first off, all month I have been using the Ulta Nourishing Mascara Primer. I've been using that on the left eye, and I've been using Cils Booster by Lancome on the right. After 30 days, here's my conclusion. I'll just show you. You'll be able to see if when I show you. Let's put this on my left eye. See, they're starting to stick together. This stays the same from the beginning to the end. I don't know if that's enough money to make a difference to you or not. But Cils Booster, for me, it always has anyway, been the same from the day I open it to the day that I finish it. But this one does and can get a little bit glompy. What I've been doing is just taking one of these and coming through and just getting the glomp out. This one here has more lash-loving ingredients in it, I think. So, I mean, for me personally, if I got this in a holiday box or whatever, I'm gonna choose this, always. But when it comes right down to heading into retirement, if I couldn't, no, I would just pick this up at the drugstore. So I've been enjoying those, and they're staying because I'm not done with them yet. Let me just rattle off the mascaras that I have in here. So we have Maybelline Sky High, Ulta's New Heights, Lancome Idol, e.l.f. Lash Extend, Kat Von D, the full sleeve, Maybelline Surreal, the falsies, Carmindi I Got You, Tarte Light Cameras Lashes, L'Oreal Panorama, L'Oreal Telescopic, Lisa Eldridge's Kitten, and a little tube of Grande mascara. Ugh. This one keeps getting lost. I'm gonna go ahead and pitch it because I don't know how long it's been in the bottom of the bag. Out of all those mascaras, which ones do you think I grabbed first? You're gonna think it's this, which I do still love and adore, okay? You know that I love tubing mascaras on the daily. That's what I love, so I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been this, the Lash Extender from e.l.f. The people I would never wear their mascara, this is the one. And this mascara is sadly almost gone because I have been using it so much. And also this one and this one. So this one's Ulta's New Heights and Lancome's Idol. But like Amanda, she said, and I agree with her, this is why it doesn't bother me I have all these open. I am one who likes to put mascaras together. Okay, so it may not be anything at all for me to put like 2 coats of this on and then top it with this, or I just like playing with mascara. I very rarely just use one mascara. Most of those are going back in there. I'll pull out the ones that are, I feel like, used up or been in there too long and set them aside, but for the most part, it's all going back in there. I'm not sure that I've ever used the lash extender from e.l.f. over the top of the primer. It usually will suffice to use it all by itself. Don't judge it today because it really is almost gone. Okay, but they deserve an award for this because e.l.f. has never made good mascara, in my opinion. I am going to call this done and put it over there. Concealer and foundation, for me, oh my goodness, I really love this. Revlon, it's a Flex Wear, full cover. I don't have to set it. I put it down there and it does so good. I just like, do I want to put it up? We got to move on, and that's going to be NYX. Bear with me, okay? Bear with me. I know. I don't know how many times you've heard me say how much I love this, so I want to bring this back in to see, do I miss this horribly? Am I longing for that? Or, you know, did this just bump this out of the way? Or do I still prefer this? Since we're at this spot, I am going to put a little bit of the CoverGirl Simply Ageless on, because I'm going to be using a foundation today that I always use with moisture, primer, whatever under it. But I have to say that I did not use it very much because I just felt like with what I was using for foundation in the month, I didn't need it. And that would be the Prada. I am so sorry to put you up. I really, truly am. I really want to keep using this. I love it. And one of you pointed out, and by gosh, you were right, the refill does not cost $70. You are paying that $70 initially to get this and this together. If you don't care about that, just go purchase this. If you don't care if it says Prada and it looks real nice on your thing, you just go buy that. And you're not spending any more than if you were to go buy Lancome foundation or what have you, you know. So I will do that in the future, of course, because I have the container already, but even if I didn't, I would just buy the refill of it. I have really enjoyed using this. Love it. And it's a good thing too, because I also brought in this. It took me this much of it to realize that this is what's breaking me out. There's something in this that breaks me out. So every time I use this, I notice that I got a breakout, and it's this. I really like how this looks too. Those are like little pigment balls, and there's skincare in here. Maybe I'm allergic to it. I don't know, but I really do like the way it goes on and how it looks. I just would break out every time I used it, and I'm not with this. But since I didn't use this, really, I'm going to go ahead and keep it in here for the next thing that I use, and that foundation that I'm going to use for the month is my Lancome stick. That's what I have, and I like using this, and I use it in a pretty minimal way, but I need something with moisture, slippage, and I like using this with a brush, not a sponge. Okay, so I'm just going to swipe my face. Good match, huh? And there we go, just a little bit. It's almost like I don't have anything on. And some days I will just take concealer and not even put a foundation on. And this, for me, acts about the same way. It'll slide in my purse really easy. I just really like it, and I want to use it. I love my Huda powders, and the one I used all month was Cherry Blossom. So I'm going to put that one away and bring in my Moira. I'm just going to dunk down into it and then bring it in the cap and load up my brush. I think I'll be using a brush more this month for powder than sponge. Okay, now today I'm going to do this, but then I'm going to put this concealer away. It's the Revlon one. That's how I'm gonna know, is if I do one on one side and one on the other. So I'm just gonna take a little dot like I always do, put it right there, and pounce that in. I like it because it stays put. It covers fully and doesn't need for me to powder it down. It'll stay here, and if you don't use a ton of it, it's not gonna crease. And then this, of course, I'm gonna have to use a brush for it. Ooh, I got too much. See, I haven't used it in so long. I've done very good not reaching in the drawer and cheating and getting it, but let's just put these two side by side today so that I'll know, okay, the NYX is more of a serum. Of course, I knew that. I don't know why I'm acting surprised. I knew that. The bronzer that I used all month was Pat McGrath. When I first got it, it was in a Jen Phelps made me buy it video, and I thought, well, it's okay. But I put it in here to try it for a month to see if my opinion would change on it, and it's okay. I do like it, just don't love it. I still have other bronzers that I would prefer over it. And what I'm bringing in is my newly purchased Park Avenue Princess so that I can use it for a month and evaluate it, because this used to be my go-to. It was what I always loved and wanted. And I want to spend a little more time with it to see, not just one time, and see, do I still really, really love Park Avenue Princess? So I'm putting that on, and it does have somewhat of a coconut smell to it that I don't remember 8 years ago it having, but maybe I'm wrong. I could be. Okay, stop, correction. Let's rewind on this. I changed my mind. I forgot. You're supposed to be looking in the basket. You're supposed to be using this stuff, not this. I do want to put this up because I brought these in, and for good reason. I like Lancome Le Base, especially under that stick foundation, and I've always purchased this. In fact, I have a brand new one in the drawer waiting to be opened. But I did this Ulta video not that long ago, and I said, this seems like it's this at a much cheaper price, and I really want to know about that. So I'm going to bring this in instead. These two, I'll use one on one side, one on the other throughout the month just to see if I will repurchase Le Base after that one. So this is going to get put up. All right, we can resume what we were doing, which was putting on blush. And for the month, I used these two things. I'm sorry to see them go. So this one here is the Giorgio Armani, and I have this in Dusty Rose, and I really enjoyed it. It doesn't take much of this at all. As you can see, the imprint is still there, but I probably did use this a little bit more just because of the color, okay? I just like this color better, and I like the addition of the highlight in there because I would go across my nose with it and on the tops of my cheeks. This is Natasha Denona's mini palette. Coming in to take the place of that would be my Beauty and the Beast palette from Sigma. I've got two blushes and a highlighter here. I think I want to take a little bit of both, not the highlight yet. I'm just going to dip here and then here and onto my cheek. I love Sigma's blushes and their bronzers. Okay, I pretty much love Sigma. Anyway, I'm not going to use the highlighter today, although maybe I will take just a tiny bit of it and pop it right there. Because I can't leave well enough alone. Don't kill me, okay? But I brought in my Hourglass powder again. This one is in Luminous Light. If I just keep bouncing between the different shades, it doesn't count, right? I love Hourglass powders so much. And you can see I've hit pan on this one as well. So I have told myself, if I use these up, you can buy a palette then from them. Anyway, that's coming back in. And I want to spend time with my new lipstick from Lancome. And don't it just figure that this lip liner that I've been using pretty much all month from Mario, it actually goes with this lipstick. I'm sure I have others that will as well. So we should probably put Mario up. But these two, I love how they look together. This lipstick is fantastic. I love the color. And it is truly a cross between their cream and their matte lipstick. It's called Intimatte. But the other products I was using all month was, of course, like I said, this lip liner. The other lip liner that I had from Love Yourself Beauty in Romantic. This was Pink Peony that I used. Here, I'll just show you them so that you know what's leaving, what I've been using all month. This one right here on the edge is Pink Peony, and then that is Romantic. And then I also had the Makeup by Mario in Lolita. Nope. Nolita. Very comfortable, beautiful lipstick, love it. And one of my all-time favorites, Juvia's Place, #2020. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Then this is what's coming in. I tend to pick the same kind of colors, don't I? All right, that's Lancome's. Now, the lip liner I'm bringing in is only one, and I could kind of do this with just this all month, and I wouldn't even need a lipstick at all, and that is MAC Soar. I just recently got it back. There it is, and I found myself, for the first couple of days, I'm like reaching for this and only this, and I'm like, Mary, that's not part of the FritzyVille basket. Put it up, bring it in next month. So that's what I'm doing. Or I was. I lost it. I lost it out shopping with my high school BFF. Truly, MAC Soar is a love of mine. But, you know, as I told in that video, Kylie Jenner kind of made it so that nobody could get it for a while. And then I had to move on to other things, and then I forgot about it. But I do love it, and I can't wait to spend more time with it. Setting spray change. I use this Ulta Beauty one all month. I like it. It does a really good job. It's supposed to be illuminating, though I didn't really notice that it was. Maybe it is. Like, I have to spray it in the air and let it fall on me. Don't go directly on your face because you get these splots. I don't like that in a setting spray. I tend not to use ones that do that. I'm going to bring in my favorite, Charlotte Tilbury, the airbrush one. Let me go get my hair done. I'll be back to tell you what I used up or, you know, wasted this past month. I always do this. Every month I forget to tell you that I'm leaving my Laura Mercier. The last thing I do is take this. Some days I don't, but this has been in the basket since the very first time. Your lid is not supposed to come off like that. I broke mine. This is Secret Concealer. As far as I know, you can only get this at their website. I might want to pick up another one. That is, in general, not a good sign. In any case, this is a must-have. Also, I made a change already. I decided while I was in there attempting to do something with this mess that I call hair, fluff that I call hair, I decided that I'm going to use this for a month with the Lancome stick and see, I mean, I know it'll look beautiful, but will the smell dissipate if I'm using it more like I used to use it all the time? That's what I'm going to do. The powder is going to be this Lancome Absolute. It's pressed. Okay, but it also can be used as a foundation instead of the Moira, which I'm wearing today and do quite really like. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. This, not this. This is the only thing I wasted. And that would be the Grande Mascara Conditioning Peptide Mascara. It got lost in all the big tubes. It like floated down to the bottom and I didn't see it was in there. It had been opened though. And I know that it had to be longer than 3 months ago. So I wouldn't be very responsible if I told you to use your mascara longer than 3 months, knowing, right? But it's dried up. I know this mascara, and this is dried up, so it's been in there a long time. This is wasted. But these three I'm calling used up. For sure, this e.l.f. Lash Extender. This is a new favorite mascara, period. But especially since it is a tubing mascara. If you've never seen anybody talk about it before, it's got this kind of a wand. It's a Christmas tree-y, really bendy kind of wand. This mascara, I'm just going to outright tell you, was meant to dupe Thrive. It's been a while since I used the Thrive, but I think they did it. I think this actually does dupe the Thrive mascara. This is the cheapest tubing mascara that I know of, and I love it. I just so happen to love it. So of course I'm going to go get more of this. This is Lash Adore, and this has been in here a good long time. It's starting to not perform like it did when I first opened it, so I'm going to say this one is definitely used up. It's meant to curl your lashes up. I love this mascara, I really do, but I would be lying to you if I didn't tell you that I have been reaching for that e.l.f. one over this. This is my current favorite Lancome mascara. But there's been a lot of days where I have actually reached for the e.l.f. over it. So take that as you will. And looking in my drawer, I have 3 more of these in backup. So you'll be seeing it again in the future. And then Carmindi. Now, I shouldn't even tell you about this one. This is a tubing mascara. It is called I Got You mascara. It's a great tubing mascara. Look at that tiny little wand. But I don't know if she only sells this certain times of the year or what, but I got it on HSN, I believe. I picked up 3 of them. Comes like 3 of them in a pack or something. And this is the last one I have. I like it a lot. But like I said, Good luck finding it. All right, so that's the end of that. Tell me below, because this is a joint effort here. Are you doing well with your cosmetics? I need to know this. You are the best part of the Fritzy family. And if you're not having a blessed day, well, the way you can get one is to go be a blessing to someone else. And Lord willing, until next time, love you, see ya, bye. And I'm out.
Wasted away again in GlitzyFritzyVille, looking for my lost eyeshadow brush. Some people say that there's an eyeshadow to blame, but I know it's my own dang fault. This is going to be a 1 week, or 1 week. I wanted to open up today and let you guys know that this is just a week with 1 day in it. Did I never take off the film on this? What is going on? What? Who are you? Who are you? Here's what I've got to eat this. Eat it, eat it, eat it. I'm not going to eat my words. I'd be like, oh, I got to eat, not eat this. The pencils I was using was the NYX Bend and Snap. No, I always say that. Bend and snap. Bend and snap. No. It was Lisa Eldridge's Sex Kitten. No, Sex, what? Is that the name of that? No, Kitten Lash. It's getting hot in here, and I can't say the rest, cause Google will take away my money. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be. It's happened before when I was wrong. I was wrong. We're not saying that it isn't possible for me to be wrong, but I'd be surprised. No. Are you serious? This is just like you're asleep, Peter.